Hey everyone, today's video is about when Yandere Bakugou keeps you all to himself. I've done this multiple times before, but they're not really as good at this one because I kind of wrought it out this time, and I don't just, come on spot with these. I just write them from now on. So, yeah, I just hope you guys like this. So, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and let's go! You wake up to the sound of your phone buzzing on the nightstand. Groaning, you reach for it and see a message from Bakugou, your boyfriend of 3 months. Good morning, my love. Did you sleep well? You smile to yourself, feeling your heart swell with warmth at his words. Despite his explosive temper, Bakugou had always been incredibly sweet to you. You quickly type back a response. Good morning, Bakugou. Yes, I slept well. How about you? I slept like a freaking rock. Can't wait to see you later. You blush at his words, feeling your heart race at the thought of seeing him again. You had been dating for 3 months now, and you were more in love with him than ever. As you get ready for the day, you can't help but think about Bakugou. You love the way he laughs, the way he smiles, the way he talks. Everything about him is just perfect to you. But then, something strange happens. As you walk to school, you can't shake the feeling that you're being watched. Glancing around nervously, you spot Bakugou standing across the street, staring at you with a look in his eyes that sends shivers down your spine. Bakugou? You call out, your voice shaking slightly. He doesn't respond, but instead starts walking towards you. You feel your heart racing as he approaches, his expression unreadable. Bakugou, what's going on? You asked, trying to keep your voice calm. He doesn't answer, but instead grabs your arm roughly and pulls you towards him. You try to pull away, but his grip is too strong. Bakugou, you're hurting me. You cry out. He ignores you, his eyes fixed on yours as he leans in closer. I can't stand the thought of you being with anyone else. He whispers, his voice slow and dangerous. You belong to me, and me alone. You try to pull away again, but his grip tightens even more. Bakugou, please. You plead, tears streaming down your face. He doesn't listen, but instead leans in and kisses you fiercely. His lips bruising yours as he shows you just how much he loves you. From that day on, Bakugou becomes increasingly possessive and jealous. He doesn't like it when you talk to other guys, and he constantly reminds you that you belong to him. You try to tell him that his behavior is worrying, but he just brushes it off and tells you that he's just protecting what's his. As time goes on, Bakugou's behavior becomes more extreme. He shows up at your house unannounced. He follows you to school, and he even threatens anyone who tries to get close to you. Nobody touches what's mine. He growls, his eyes blazing with fury. You're scared, but you're also deeply in love with him. You try to convince yourself that he's just being overprotective, and that he'll calm down eventually. But then one day, you come home to find Bakugou waiting for you in your bedroom. His eyes are wild, and he's holding a knife in his hand. Bakugou? What are you doing? You ask, your voice shaking. He doesn't answer. He doesn't answer, but instead lunges at you with a knife. You try to dodge him, but he's too fast. He slashes at you with the blade, and you feel a searing pain as it cuts into your skin. Bakugou, please stop! You cry out, tears streaming down your face. But he doesn't stop. He continues to attack you, his face contorted with rage. You manage to grab a nearby lamp and swing it at him, hitting him in the head and knocking him to the ground. Terrified and bleeding, you grab your phone and dial 911. Within minutes, the police arrive and take Bakugou away in handcuffs. As you're being treated for your injuries, you can't help but think about how much you loved Bakugou. How could someone who was so sweet and caring turn into such a violent monster? You try to convince yourself that it was just a one-time thing, that he'll get help and come back to you a changed man. But as the weeks turn into months and Bakugo's trial approaches, you realize that you can't keep living like this. You file a restraining order against him and start going to therapy to deal with the trauma he inflicted on you. It's a long, painful road to recovery, but eventually you start to heal. You meet new people, make new friends, and even start dating again. But you never forget about Bakugo and the love that you once shared. Years later, you hear that Bakugo has been released from prison. You feel a sense of dread as you imagine him coming back into your life, but you're determined to stay strong. One day, as you're walking home from work, you feel a tap on your shoulder. You turn around and see Bakugo standing there, looking tired and worn out. "Hey," he says softly. You take a step back, feeling a surge of fear and anger. "What do you want?" you ask, your voice shaking. I wanted to apologize," he says, his voice barely above a whisper. "I know I messed up, and I'm sorry for what I did to you. I've been getting help, and I'm a different person now. I wanted to see you again." You look at him, and for a moment you feel a flicker of the love that you once had, but then you remember the pain and you shake your head. "I can't do this, Bakugo. I can't just forget what you did and go back to the way things were. I'm sorry, but I need to move on." He nods. "I understand. I just wanted you to know that I'm sorry." You watch as he walks away, and for a moment you feel a pang of sadness. Another day, you were walking down the street too, lost in thought, when you suddenly hear someone calling out your name. You turn around and see a Bakugo standing there, looking at you with a bit of nervousness and hopefulness. "Bakugo?" you say, surprised to see him again so soon. "I know I hurt you. I understand if you don't want to forgive me, but I just wanted to apologize again and tell you that I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make things right between us." You look at him, studying his face for any signs of insincerity, but as you look into his eyes, you see nothing but honesty and remorse. For a moment you hesitate, unsure of what to say or do, but then you remember the love that you once shared. "I forgive you, Bakugo, but we need to take things slow and make sure that we're both on the same page." Bakugo's face lights up with a mixture of relief and joy. "I'll do whatever it takes to prove to you that I'm worth of your love," he says, taking your hand in his. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you liked this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Goodbye!